So this is how the last LCS final in history ended.
I'm not kidding! I'm not kidding! Whipple's gonna TP! The Nexus is dying! The Nexus is dying! The Nexus is gonna die to the minions! Oh, the Nexus died to the minions!
I mean, Garen, if they don't group up together, that yeah, another fun.
Wait.
Riot announced in June that starting in 2025, the LCS will be combined with the Latin American and Brazilian regions as well as guest teams to form a new Pan-American Conference League. So, after 11.5 years or 4,236 days of the LCS, the final last Saturday was set to be the last ever LCS final, and the historical significance was not lost on Riot in their opening ceremony. To a live cover of Warriors, LCS legends filed out on stage to a rapturous crowd, the players and personalities that defined the league for over a decade, all capped off with Bjergsen and Doublelift carrying the trophy out, a fitting pair given the LCS ends with Doublelift having won the most titles ever with 8, and Bjergsen in joint second with 6. It was maximum nostalgia for anyone who's ever been invested in the LCS, a fitting tribute to the closing of this chapter on everyone's lives, and a reminder that the times are a-changing. Nothing was going to be the same again after these finals. But before any tears even had a chance to dry, we had to find out who the last ever LCS champion was going to be. Team Liquid had looked strong throughout the summer split, finishing the regular season undefeated at 7-0. They swept aside 100 Thieves in round 2 of the playoffs and then knocked FlyQuest down to the lower bracket, where they also swept 100 Thieves 3-0 to set up a rematch in the grand finals. Going into this, Team Liquid were the favourites, having been undefeated in the regular season and having beaten Fly just a week before. In Game 1, the teams were separated by just 600 gold in Team Liquid's favour before a dragon fight saw FlyQuest take the lead and refuse to give it back, ending the game 12 minutes later. Game 2 proved to be an altogether more scrappy affair at times, with both teams taking chunks out of each other in cagey teamfight until APA's Nasus started doing Nasus things.
Hex Flash from Busio goes for Shattering Strike on impact, but it ain't gonna work. APA in a 1v2 down to the bottom lane at the same time the team is securing the Baron. Whippo is about to die. APA needs a little bit more damage, but he can't find it just yet. Instead, he's gonna take quad. You cannot deal with APA! A double kill!
Off the back of APA and Yon, Team Liquid was soon able to close out the game and tie up the series 1-1. Liquid weren't able to hold that momentum going into Game 3 though. FlyQuest rallied early and by 20 minutes had created the largest gold lead any team had managed against Team Liquid all summer. Minutes later, FlyQuest had ballooned that lead to 13k and closed out the game to give themselves series and championship point in the last ever LCS final. Now, we'd had a good series up to this point, but nobody could have predicted the absolute insanity Game 4 was about to produce. Team Liquid has spent the first 20 minutes of the game eking out a small gold lead and were looking to stack their second dragon when FlyQuest got a pick on APA in the top lane and decided to rush Baron.
Yawn and Impact ready to back him up. Busio trying to interrupt everybody as Daisy, Busio, and Whippo all dive into the front line. Impact is already down. Core JJ on the run. Umpty's gonna retreat as well. Team Liquid evaporate under the might of FlyQuest.
FlyQuest's heavy scaling comp had come online. They swung the gold lead back in their favor and really began to turn the screws after another pick on APA set up another Baron. FlyQuest pushed for the win with super minions, but Team Liquid clung on and were able to not only repel Fly, but chase them down the mid lane where APA pulled the trigger on a TP flank. With their base in shreds, Team Liquid came out on top in another team fight at 38 minutes and rushed down mid lane as 5 to end. But the adrenaline must have got to their heads because nobody thought to back for FlyQuest super minions.
Wow.
It's game.
That's unbelievable.
Wait.
That's right. The final ever game of the LCS wasn't won by some genius tactical maneuver or a pentakill or a classic Baron fight. It was won by Winions. It even took Tyler One a second to figure out what he just witnessed.
Holy
Oh, wait, they won! FlyQuest won! Wait for minutes! No way!
Are you kidding me? Wait, what just happened?
And with that ridiculous, most NA moment ever, the LCS came to an end. FlyQuest finally got to lift an LCS trophy at the final time of asking and cement their place in the history books. It's one of those game endings that will be talked about for years to come. I've already seen people forensically picking it apart. Busio sacrificing himself to pull the minion wave, Team Liquid deciding to not send anyone back to do the same. Could they have ended before Bwipo got his TP off? Was his TP to a caster minion a risky move given the game ended from a single caster auto? It was a game of millimeters at the end. In many ways, the game's ending was a fitting tribute to the end of the LCS. It wasn't all that pretty, it kinda didn't make sense, it wasn't as clean or as clinical as other regions' finals may have been, but just like the LCS itself, it was scrappy, it was unforeseeable, it was entirely one of a kind, and it was fucking entertaining. Next year, we enter unforeseen territory with Tier 1 League of Legends in North America. How will the combining of North, South, and Latin America play out? Will the respective regions be stronger for it? Will relative viewership grow? Will it produce better talent, a higher level of competition? Could North American players dream of actually going far at international events? There's a million ifs, buts, and maybes. Nobody knows what the start of this new era will herald, but we now know how the old one has ended for the LCS. It certainly didn't go out with a whimper, because it sure as hell went out with a bang.
Nice. Come up, but I don't think I can do much. Let's see. I'm to being.